Hey, everybody. Welcome to another reading for the day. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, April 6th, 2026. And this is the reading for today. So Spirit showed me prior to me pulling the cards, what was in my mind was all that's going on with some countries now having to minimize energy because of what's happening with the war. And the first thing that came to me when I saw that, I said, yep, eventually that's going to be us. That was in my spirit. And so when I sat down to pull the cards, the first thing that came when I pulled the Lenormand card, it was the house. And so when I was, thinking about the house, I said, okay, what about the house? And it came to me, another lockdown. But this lockdown, it's not going to be like the other one with COVID. This one is going to be, I think, due to energy, where we're not going to be able to be out and about doing a whole lot of other things in order to save energy. But this particular lockdown, because of the energy issue, the next card that I pulled, I said, okay, this makes a lot of sense, right? Was the Hanged Man. Okay. So, and I love this card because it's the spirit of mighty waters, right? We're going to be forced this particular time to, like, just like what happened in 2020 with COVID, what a lot of us had to do a lot of soul searching, shadow work, inner work, self reflection, right? We're going to be given another opportunity to really, like, this is it. Like, you have to begin to start looking within. And with the energy one, which makes it interesting, is that because of we won't have the ability to be able to, be on our phones and do a whole bunch of other things because we need to save energy. We're not going to have a choice but to look inside. Like, think about, like, people say, I'm bored. Well, the goal of the being bored is going to be to self-reflect, to begin to ask those questions as to why we're here. What's the purpose? What is the whole, like, what is it that we're coming up upon, right? And so because it's going to be an energy one, it's going to force us even more than what happened during COVID to begin to look at ourselves, right? The Hangman is the card of self-reflection. It's the card that is like, okay, we're going to put you in this little solitary place and you're going to have to be with yourself. Like, you're going to have to be with yourself. Like, you're not going to have a choice but to be with yourself. And the other card that I pulled was the Ofun card. This is the African goddess and gods card, you guys. But I'll read to you what this one particular one says, right? And this is in this particular card, this is actually a card of, self-reflection. It's not saying it's a negative card, but it's not one of those cards that is like positive either, but it's a card that asks something of us, right? And this one says, the future will never come while you are attached to the past. The future will never come while you are attached to the past. The future will never come while you are attached to the past. So basically, what this whole spread was, look, it's not going to be beautiful times. Like, I like to look at times like this. We're going inside the belly of the fish, right? Where we have to look at ourselves and say, okay, not from a perspective of judgment. And I also want to say that judgment is not what we think when, like, in tarot, the judgment card is clarity, right? So when the judgment card comes, like, all will be known. Like, the card is people coming out of the coffin, and there's the trumpet. It's like, okay, finally we're here. We're waking up to what is, right? So what's coming to me is this lockdown is going to be more in energy saving, but it's going to force us to even go deeper within ourselves because we're not going to have a choice. We're not going to have Like we have to save energy, and therefore we're going to have to look at ourselves. Okay. And the whole goal to looking at ourselves is to figure out why we're here. As and like I say, this is the message keep coming back to me. But also to let go of a few things, let go of what we believe, let go of the structure, the system. Like we have to wake up to what is, and so this is that time that we're having to do that. So yes, it's not going to be like beautiful things in the next few months. It's going to be very challenging, but it's going to force us to begin to really look within, begin to do some really soul searching and see, the remembrance of who you are, how powerful we actually are, and how we can also make the change that the world is actually asking for and needing. Okay. So that is the message for the day. Make sure you guys hit subscribe, follow button, hit the bell so that you can get notification of my next video. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.